Whoa, what's going on? Good day, good day. Top Flight TV here in the building. Mr. Top Flight Films. How's everybody feeling today, man? We are in the building. We are in the building. Let's talk. Let's chop it up for a little bit. How's everybody's day going? Y'all come on up in here. Got a couple things to talk about today. We're going to take it slow. I got like 30, 45 minutes to get it in. Yesterday was a good video, man. I got a lot of feedback from it. I'm gonna touch on that here in a second. But yeah, we got some things to talk about. First and foremost, what I want to do is I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for over 1 million views on the channel. We finally reached over 1 million views on the Top Flight TV channel. I appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, Fuego, what's going on, big dog? A lot of y'all know I started the channel a while back, a long time ago. And I would use it to upload my videos or certain videos that I would do. I never took YouTube too serious until like last year and a half ago. I got my partnership probably 5 years ago, but I still didn't take it serious. I didn't utilize the platform. And then one day I realized I felt like I was leaving money on the table, but not only money, I wanted to extend the brand, extend the Top Flight brand and take it a little step further. You know, it's here. I got a lot to talk about. And I wanted to use this as an outlet. You dig? So shout out to y'all. 1 million views, over 1 million views for the channel. We're going to keep going, keep rocking out, and keep putting out content and talking shit. It is what it is. First thing I want to say, Lana, what's up? First thing I want to say is I don't want y'all to get these things confused. I don't want y'all to get entertainment and what was the word? Emotions confused. You understand? Nation One, what's going on? Some people get emotions and entertainment confused. A lot of people, or a couple guys, a couple people said I was emotional yesterday on my video. And to be honest with you, it was all smiles over here. There's no emotion involved. I am the type of individual, I want to get my argument off though. I will say that. I want to get my argument off. I want to be heard. I will argue with somebody to the last minute. So maybe that's what they meant. But as far as being emotional, that's don't confuse compassion. Don't confuse me being entertaining. See, a lot of these guys that comment, they don't even have a logo or a picture on their YouTube thumbnail, YouTube profile. So they don't even go live. So they don't understand you have to keep the audience engaged. You dig? I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. So yeah, man, don't get it twisted, man. We live in life over here. Life is good, life is great. I don't let YouTube dictate my feelings or emotions. You dig? Who we got in the building? We got Nation One in the building. What it do? Crystal McKinley, what's happening? Norseman, what's up? David Roof, what's up? Anson, what's up? I don't drink any liquor, bro. I'm actually 20 years, going on 21 years clean off of everything. I don't drink or smoke. You dig? So Real TV, Ninth Ward, salute to you. Yeah, John Thomas, word up. What's going on? So we're gonna break it down. I talked about the 1 million views. I appreciate y'all for that, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Oh, we got somebody, okay, 6 years sober from Australia. That's what's up. Congratulations. One day at a time, you already know. So yeah, man, we got the 1 million views for the channel. Young Dolph. Let's talk about Young Dolph, the Young Dolph case. They coming for Gotti, dog. I'm sorry to tell you. They coming for Yo Gotti. You dig? I'm gonna get back to the comments in a second. I want y'all to press one if y'all have been keeping up with this Yo Gotti case. I mean, not Yo Gotti, Young Dolph. Press 1 if y'all have been keeping up with the Young Dolph case. I'm going to talk about that right now. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with the Young Dolph trial. Okay, so right now they got 3 people on trial. You have 3 guys from Memphis. Two of them were the assailants, the ones that took Young Dolph out. They were paid. They were paid by Yo Gotti's brother. Okay? This is, the testimony is saying that they were paid by Big Jook. The guy, one of the guys that was supposed to, get money for what he did to Dolph, he received $800. He was supposed to get $40,000 if I'm not mistaken, but he received $800. So he's testifying now. This is kind of similar to the XX Tentacion case. One of the guys in that case only received a small cut, that he was supposed to get a bigger cut, and he testified. So we got one guy who was supposed to receive a lump sum of money, and he only received $800. You dig? So he's telling it all, and he's breaking it down piece by piece. They in the courtroom looking at the big screen of the crime scene, and he's breaking it down point by point, piece by piece. I appreciate y'all comments, man. Hit that like button. So what we got going on is they're fried, okay? Justin Johnson, what's his name? Free Straight Drop? Straight Drop. That's one of the guys' names who took Dolph out. Straight Drop is fried. He's being testified on. The big dude who was in charge of the operation, okay, he's in trouble. Everybody's going down. The guy who testified, he's going to receive some type of, I don't want to say immunity. He's definitely going to get time. But here's the kicker. CMG paid for one of their lawyers. Dolph is going, Yo Gotti's going to get picked up. Yo Gotti's going to get picked up. Mark my words. Come back here in a year and tell me if I'm wrong. All right? And I could be possibly wrong. You dig? I don't have a bald head, man. I got hair. I have hair. You see? I got a beautiful fade. Shout out to my barber, Red. Shout out to my barber. Now, that's not a conspiracy. Tell me what is... I'm going to say it again. It has been presented in court that CMG paid for one of the shooter's lawyers. What's conspiracy about that? Jawad Jalal, what's up? Y'all hit that like button. Sunflower Johnson, thank you very much. Y'all hit the subscribe and that like button. Yeah. So there's no conspiracy theory, man. I believe they're gonna come get Yo Gotti. They had a long feud. Young Dolph, Yo Gotti had a long feud, okay? And that Young Dolph was, they attempted to get him 2 different times. That's where the song 100 Shots come from. They let off 100 shots at Yo Gotti, okay? At Young Dolph. I keep getting their names mixed up. You understand? But the CMG wanted Dolph out of there, all right? You mean to tell me that Yo Gotti didn't want Young Dolph out of there? Now let's take it a step further. What if, it's a couple things that could have happened here. What if Young Yo Gotti did not authorize Big Jook to do what he did, and Yo Gotti said, Big Jook, you gotta go, because when the police come, I know you're not built like that. You're gonna turn everybody in. What if that was the case? What if CMG had Young Jook taken out? I'm just throwing around different theories. Yeah, Young Dolph is the king. I actually was able to be on stage with Young Dolph doing video work. I got a couple dope pictures. I actually did a nice recap for Young Dolph. So it was very unfortunate when he got took out. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph was the truth, man. Somebody said G Unit. Bro, this is not 2003. Yeah, so there's gonna be more information coming out. It's gonna be a lot more information coming out. Yeah, Tupac is the GOAT. I don't care what nobody say. Tupac started all this. You dig? It's gonna be a lot more misinformation, a lot more information coming out, and there will probably be more arrests. Amelia Blatch, shout out to you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You dig? So yeah, I want to see where this goes. Luckily, for Jook that he's not here to face the music. But I do believe that Yo Gotti will feel some heat. I believe they already on Yo Gotti. I believe that they already know, and I believe they're just gathering the evidence and the testimony to be able to come get him. All right. Yeah, Tupac is the GOAT, man. Come on. Let's not play ourselves. Let me tell you why Tupac is the GOAT. Tupac is the GOAT because a lot of the stuff you see today, the tattoos, the rock star image, the rebelliousness, the actor slash rapper, a lot of the stuff you see today came from Tupac. You understand? The Red Furnace said, nah, Gotti taking his brother out, reaching. Gotti had Jook doing the dirty work. Hey, I just said it's a theory, bro. It's not far-fetched, though. Yeah, it might be a reach, but at the same time, it is very plausible. Think about it. What you need to understand, my brother, is when there are millions at stake, when there's an empire at stake, brothers will take brothers out. It's not, I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. Think about that. AJ says all of these rappers rap about money, drugs, sex, guns. Most of them end up unalived. Never heard of a country artist getting, yeah, you know, the thing about it is being funded. You know, rap is being funded by who? Who is all this negativity being funded by? Do you think African Americans are funding? You think we own record labels? Just a question. Just a question. McFlurry. We got McDonald's McFlurry in the building. Okay. Jesus is Lord says King AK-47 online right now going off on you, saying you stealing his theories and said you a hoe. Who is King AK-47? I've never heard of a King AK-47. So he can't be talking about me. He can't be talking about me. I guess you wanted to shout him out, maybe. I don't know. But shout out to King AK-47. I've never heard of him. What theory did I'm gonna check him out when I'm done. We Lit says free BBL Diddy. Super chat. Appreciate you. Who sent that? Who sent that? Force Pump. All right now. Okay. Fuego Visions, my man. Shout out for the super chat, man. The Free Thinkers Podcast. Peace to the DMV. We in the building. What's up, Free Thinkers Podcast? Yeah, so my prediction is Yo Gotti's gonna be picked up. Moving right along. Kim Porter. The Kim Porter book. I just got offline trying to clear up some misinformation. Everybody's running crazy right now, right? Everybody's running crazy right now with this Kim Porter book. Jawad says, do you like Eminem? I think Eminem is a great lyricist. You'll never catch me playing an Eminem song. It's just not for me. Shout out to Eminem, though. Everybody's going crazy over this Kim Porter book. But I want to tell y'all something. This is how I want to show y'all how to vet information. When you see a big headline, you have to stop and you have to vet that information to make sure it is valid, to make sure it is credible. So if you see Kim Porter's book, the first thing you should do is say, you get the title and say, is Kim Porter's book real? And then you look from there. Then you find a credible source like the Rolling Stone or the Washington Post. And you read the article and they'll tell you if it's real or not. Everybody's running with this book like it's real. And it's not a real book. And all you got to do is Google. But the reality is a lot of people just did not like Puff Daddy. And they don't even care if it's real. Somebody told me earlier, they said, it doesn't matter if it's real because stuff like this helps to spread awareness. Like that's called propaganda. You cannot put out false information. Let me tell you what it is. Somebody got a bright idea, and I'm not totally mad at them. Somebody got a bright idea about this book, and somebody is getting a lot of money right now off of this book, off of this fake, phony book. The reason why we know it's fake is because the reason why we know the book is fake is because Al B. Shore is filing a lawsuit on the person who wrote it. Al B. Shore and Puffy are enemies. Kim Porter's family, they have denounced the book and they have told everybody the book is no good. You understand? But unfortunately, our culture is running with this and acting like this book is real. Captured by Dan says, bruh, there's a video of him beating the crap out of a woman and dragging her to a hotel room. Then he apologized. Dan, listen, that woman received $30 million and an apology. What do you want me to do with Diddy, dog? What do you want me to do? He paid his debt, right? He made amends. You mean to tell me $30 million is not an amends? Today you did not hear me defending Diddy. What you heard me say and talk about is this book. So y'all okay with just putting out a fake book? Let me tell you what putting out a fake book is going to do. That is going to hurt victims in the future. Right? If you put out fake news about someone being harassed or stalked or assaulted, when it comes to the light that this book is no good, it is going to hinder victims in the future. You understand? Victims in the future are going to say, hey, you know, information will come out. We'll be like, oh, that's probably a lie too. You understand? You cannot put out a fake book and spread it out to the public. You just can't do it. Jesus is Lord says, bro, in amends, do you think that's the only thing that she went through outside? I don't, listen, I don't believe Cassie's innocent. You do. I don't believe I don't believe she deserved what we saw on that videotape, but I don't believe she's innocent. That's what y'all panderers do. A lot of men, let me tell you about this. Let me give y'all some game real quick. A lot of men are scared to say anything to the contrary. They're scared to say their true feelings, right? Because they're alpha men. I mean, they're beta men. You understand? I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna say what I feel, and I believe Cassie is complicit. Let me tell you why. If she sat in those hotel rooms, in those parties, and Diddy was paying sex workers to come in, she got to pick which one she wanted. I'm gonna say that again. Cassie got to pick which sex worker she wanted to sleep with. All right, so I'm not buying. She was there for 10 whole years, okay? So yes, again, she did not deserve what happened in that video, okay? But she stayed for 10 years. And when she left with the trainer, that Diddy paid for, right? Okay. See, look here. Look here. I know right now the narrative is Diddy is the worst guy alive. Everybody else around him was saints, and he just terrorized their life. But let's keep it real. Exactly. They both were high on drugs. Let's not do that, man. Listen, so Cassie is married to and has kids with the personal trainer that Diddy bought for Cassie. You know, did y'all know that? So that tells you what type of individual somebody could be. Or that could give you some insight on what was going on in a relationship. Cassie also is rumored allegedly to have cheated with Kid Cudi. That's why Cudi got his car blown up. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, everybody's so innocent and Puff was the devil. Y'all can do that because y'all, I understand a lot of people, they can't think for themselves. You understand? And a lot of people just didn't like Diddy. Let's just keep it real. Fisher is official says, bro, be honest. Would you go to a Diddy party for 50 million? Hell yeah. See, let's talk about this Diddy party thing. Let's talk about the Diddy party thing. Because the internet has taken these cases to another level. So when they say Diddy's parties were held as the most exclusive, elaborate, to-do parties in history. Let's be real about this. Up until last year, a Diddy party was something that was on everybody's bucket list. And when I mean everybody, I mean people in the industry, et cetera, et cetera. So when y'all say a Diddy party, what happened at the Diddy party? Y'all don't even know because he wasn't convicted yet. Your favorite artist, your favorite actor, your favorite executive went to Diddy parties. Okay, so we got to stop this imaginatory type of thinking like, oh, it was a dungeon in the basement. They locked everybody in the room, made them stay and pour baby oil on all of them. We got to stop that, man. We got to be honest. Do y'all want victims to, let me ask y'all this, to all the men that are concerned with Cassie and all the other victims, do you all want them to receive justice? If you all want the victims to receive justice, then you have to be fair all around the board. And if there's nothing to hide, then she'll receive justice, right? Let's go ahead. Let me see. Oh yeah, Yo Gotti. You ain't catch what I said about Yo Gotti. I believe they coming. They coming to get Yo Gotti. I just spoke on that. Go check the replay. I believe they coming to get Yo Gotti. Somebody said Diddy or Jesus. Right now, let me tell y'all what's going on right now. I'm glad you said that. Right now, everybody is giving Diddy the same amount of power as they give Jesus. Everybody's acting like Diddy is the most powerfulest individual, superhuman being that made people do this and do that. And that's the power that y'all giving this man. I'm not buying it. Grown people know how to say no. Grown people know when to leave the party. There were no police reports filed ever. There were no police reports filed. Only civil suits. The only time we see the law stepping in is with this indictment. The only time Diddy has been charged was with the Shine incident. So I'm not buying, we can't do this, dog. Like, nobody called the police. Out of all the hundreds of people or whoever they said did what, out of all these people, nobody ever called the police? Come on, man. Fisher is official says, bro, everybody in the industry knew Diddy was fruity. That's fine. Being fruity is not a federal crime. See, people don't know what to say or what to do. They can't even tell us, they can't pinpoint something that Diddy is guilty of. Being fruity is not a federal crime. Captured by Dan. Cat Williams exposed the hell out of him. But Diddy really? You mean to tell me Cat Williams wasn't in Hollywood? See, you can expose people, but did you help anybody? All these so-called victims, have you helped them, Cat Williams? Yeah, I already did that. All right, yeah, so Capricorn born in 111 says P. Diddy was trying to give people clue. Look, I want to hear videos. He had baby oil all over the bathroom. Josh Bruin says, do rich people ever receive due justice though? Let me say this, man. Diddy's money is of no value right now. I think his money will help him, okay, a little bit, but these people, they want his life. All right, Diddy messed up. I don't know what he did, but he messed with the wrong people. That's just how it goes up at the top like that. You don't get this treatment, right, unless you really screwed up with the powers that be. I mean, no bail, at the very least, bail. Come on, man. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm related. I'm related to Cuba Gooding Jr. Though. That's my distant cousin. Hey man, Omar. Yeah. Um. Yeah, my day has been good, certified gamer. How about yours? Captured by Dan says, crazy to have excuses for Diddy. Oh, other people are guilty. Okay, so I mean, look here. I had the same conversation the other night, and the thing is, there's no name one excuse that I gave for Diddy. Type it in the chat. Um, Phil K says, repent. You have a sinful lifestyle. Abilene Ryan says you can settle civil cases with money and an NDA, but not criminal. He's screwed. Yes, he is screwed. CJ says got some heavy-ish about him. Terry Fuller says hi from London, England. What's up, London, England? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, man. Southern Mofo says Diddy slapped Hillary's girlfriend. BG Newman says Diddy was framed. Y'all, Kanye warned us. Cherry says free Diddy. Captured by Dan. Hey, Captured by Dan, are you a videographer? Captured by Dan says you said that the other people around him are guilty and they're not innocent. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, how do you have a RICO and it's only one person? How can you be guilty of RICO with just one individual? There's a certain criteria to have a RICO charge. All I'm saying is where are the other people that are gonna get taken into custody? The original dog man says you do have a sinful lifestyle. Okay. Josh Bruin says, I do agree with you though. I need to see evidence and a guilty charge before I make my mind up on anything. I know the system too well. Josh Bruin, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. You know, a lot of these other people, they like to jump on the side of the law and not really know. And then these same people will say 9/11 was an inside job. Which one is it? Do you trust the government or no? Right? Shardashian says drug and sex issues need therapy. Absolutely. I spoke about that the other day on my live. Diddy is an addict. He's a drug addict. And he has issues. And I'm not taking up for him. I'm just saying this is a fact. Right? Keith Marks Jr. says the one thing we know he did was have guns in the house without serial. Okay, cool. Charge him for that. Guns in the house without serial numbers, no problem. Give him his charges. But racketeering, trafficking, come on, guys. Let's come on. Enter name says, how would you feel if you didn't have breakfast? Okay, all right. Of course, I got my trolls in the building. Big man says, Kamala, not my ninja. She's not my ninja either. Ireland in the building. Rovers, what's happening? Sunflower Johnson says, Diddy is an embarrassment. Texas Bama says, no. What's up, Texas Bama? How you feeling today? Twango says, okay, all right, we're not going to read that. The me percent says, Diddy's about to snitch. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Captured by Dan says, I've been covering the Diddy stuff for a long time. I'm definitely not jumping on the train here. I've been saying Diddy's responsible for Shine, Biggie, Pac, a lot of other ish, and Diddy's been booked. Let me say this, Captured by Dan, let me say this. Just that statement alone, we already knew he was responsible for Shine, okay? he was very neglectful with Biggie. Okay, Pac, we don't know. He he's not responsible for Tupac, dog. We know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna follow it, you gotta follow it, my brother. We already know who took Pac out. Mode or culture. Salute to you, sis. Now I can't do a British accent. All right. Who hired who? You talking about with the Pac case? What? Let me tell you again. The Pac case. If you've been living under a rock, all right, we already know who did that. It was the South Side Crips. There was a individual by the name of Baby Lane. All right, the guy that Tupac and them jumped at the MGM Grand. That's who took Pac out. Unfortunately, you know, it had nothing to do with Diddy. You know what I mean? Do I believe that Diddy might have tried to get him out of there at some point? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I can't be mad because, that's what they was doing. They was at war. I mean, that's what you do in war, right? Jesus is Lord says, you're a bozo if you really think Keefe D or Baby Lane was responsible without Diddy. He was the fall guy. I believe that Diddy approached Keefe D and asked him to take care of it. But we all, listen, you're a bozo if you're not going to listen to Reggie Wright, if you're not going to listen to Trayvon Lane, if you're not going to listen to Suge Knight, if you're not going to listen to all the detectives on the case, you don't know more than what they know. So I don't want to be mean to you, bro, but let's not get into name calling. But you don't know what these people know. Where are you at? You probably working right now, Holmes. What do you know? You don't know more than the task force assigned to this case. You don't. What money? Follow what money? The money was took. Eric Von Zip ran off with the money, supposedly. Keefe D didn't get paid a cent. Jesus is Lord says, so you're admitting that Diddy had to do with Tupac's no. I'm gonna say it again. Listen slowly. Listen closely. It, there's an art to listening. Okay. What I said was, I believe that Diddy could have possibly approached Keefe D, soliciting him to do something to Tupac, but it never happened like that. The reason it happened the way it happened was because of what happened at the MGM. You did. Motor Culture says, at James Dean, hey, look clear, people been unaliving blacks horrifically for years, and O.J. Simpson was just the clear people's turn. Stop having a tantrum. Man, O.J. was innocent. We know that O.J. Simpson was innocent. Yes, I said that with a straight face. O.J. Simpson was innocent. Christopher Bristol says, there's no party, and I repeat, no party like a Diddy party. That's what they used to say, man. I mean, that was the common consensus amongst the people. You dig? Oh, James Dean, what you want to talk about OJ? We could talk about OJ all day. OJ Simpson was innocent. Yes, smart people know this. I'm not calling you dumb, but people that did their due diligence and that have common sense know that OJ was innocent. Now, did OJ may have may he have hired someone? Maybe, possibly. Jesus is Lord. Why are you worried about if you're such a Christian? Why are you worried about Tupac and Keefe D? You should be praying, dog. You should be reading the Bible or something, dog. You dig? Texas Bama says, yes, he was innocent, and the jury ruled so. Absolutely, he was innocent. Do y'all think that if he did it, that he'd have walked out of that courtroom? Come on, cuz. It doesn't happen like that. Tango says the glove didn't fit, but Diddy's okay. All the pale folks still crying about OJ. BG Newman says, does anyone in here believe this Diddy stuff is a bunch of BS? and he must have pissed someone off. Really think about it. I believe it's a mixture of both. I believe he did some wrong things. All right. I believe he did wrong things. I don't believe he is this mastermind, kingpin, slash pimp, slash trafficker that they try to make him out to be. I don't believe that. And if I'm a bad person for having that perspective, then so be it. All right. Norton says Jesus is a fable. Pardon me, pardon me. Pharaoh Cypher says, you seen Jonathan Odie interrogation? Who was that? BG Newman. Shout out to you, homie. Yeah. Grimy 90 says top flight security. Norton says God is real. God is a spirit. Pharaoh Cypher says look it up. Zone Football League says I believe that OJ best friend or one of his friends that looked similar to him was the one who actually did it because he had the same weight and belt of OJ. Well, the thing about OJ Simpson is I want you to imagine OJ Simpson, right? Going over to, I don't want to talk too graphic, but imagine OJ going over to this house and manhandling two people, right? Manhandling two, one that was trained, a trained fighter, right? You can't manhandle one person without a struggle. So you mean to tell me he manhandled two people, right? And you know, hit them to death. You know, like I don't believe that. I can't see that happening. The topic is we talked about Yo Gotti, uh, we talked about Young Dolph case, and we're talking about the Kim Porter book that is fake. The fake Kim Porter book. I gotta be clear. My people have everybody, not just my people, but we are the ones doing this the worst. We are feeding into propaganda. The Kim Porter book is fake. The one that's circulating around the industry. It's not real. You dig? And some people are going to take that as me defending Diddy. But no, I want to defend the truth. You understand? Some people want to convict Diddy no matter what. But I want to defend the truth here. Everybody should be defending the truth. James Dean says, motor culture, you got an answer or you hiding out. All right. Texas Bama says, damn, I wanted to read it too. Go ahead and read it. Listen, do your homework. Go check it out. Go and see what it is. But the family said it's a bunch of disgusting lies in there. That's what the family said. That's what Kim Porter's family said. BG Newman said these Diddy parties been going on since Justin Bieber was like 14. And now all of a sudden they doing something about it. He publicized these parties. They was going on way before that. And yeah, these were big deals, dog. Like I even believe somewhere one of Diddy's parties was in a big movie. Diddy's parties were like the new Playboy Mansion parties. They were like held in high regard. There was no talk of Diddy doing all these things. So you mean to tell me? Let me ask y'all this, everybody in the chat. If you had a party at your house, right, and you had a party at your house at least twice a year for 15 years, and you was tying people up and you was putting them in the basement, putting baby all over yourself and making people do strange things. You mean to tell me out of all them 15 years, not one police report will be filed? Not one. I understand. Listen, look, this is a fair channel. So I'm going to be fair. Let's be fair. We know some people were scared. We know some people didn't want to get blackballed from the industry. But you mean to tell me not one? Not one person? That don't even make sense. Captured by Dan says, I don't know why people keep bringing up his parties. Why is that even relevant? He didn't even get booked for throwing cool parties. He's getting clowned for doing zesty stuff. But the parties aren't relevant. No, the parties are relevant. The parties are in the indictment. The freak-offs are in the indictment. See, you're not informed, my brother. You're not informed. Red Lead said, "No way, bro, defending the Diddy party." See, no, I'm an intellectual over here. Okay, that's what we do. We break things down. We ask questions, and we look at them for what they are, not what the media feeds us. Red Lead. That's what you do. Okay, that's not how we do it over here. You dig? Sugar Plum says, "Are you related to Young Jeezy?" No, man, but I have heard that a couple times. No, I don't do WWE, Fizz, but I used to do WWF when I was a kid. Norton, bro, it's a carousel, and they pick and choose who they go after. It's bigger than Diddy. See, Red Leg, these are people with sense in my chat. My chat has sense. Most of the people in this chat, they have common sense. And we know what's going on by now because we saw it with Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and P. Diddy, amongst other people. So again, he said it's a carousel. They pick and choose who they go after. Yes, they do. Um, Big Tito says it's because he had a freak off tapes from those parties and people wanted him silenced. Come on, man. Like let's be clear about this. Listen, everybody and they mother was at Diddy's parties. You name them, they were probably there. And we're not talking about like just the rappers. We are talking about Obama. We're talking about big players. We talking about big people. You understand? Not just black people. If you go look up a picture right now, go Google a picture of Diddy's parties. Who are you gonna see the most of? You mean to tell me Diddy was doing all this in front of a whole bunch of white folks and nobody called the police? Not one time in 15 years? Come on, man. Big Tito says gay sex isn't illegal, but in hip hop it is. Philimosity says, "Bro, you know the majority picks sides. It's impossible to have a conversation the way you are trying to have it. Won't happen on this platform as much as we want." Absolutely. I just got into it with a guy the other day about the same topic because people, they just run and believe what the law says. You dig? I've been in positions where the law has fabricated and embellished things on me. You understand? So I know better. Hell B says Diddy was running an extortion racket as well. Talk to me about the extortion. Why would a billionaire run an extortion racket? Somebody that's worth $1 billion. Why would he need to extort anybody? And I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm just asking the question. You understand? Captured by Dan. The parties are in the indictment. Yes, they are. The freak offs are in the indictment. Yes, they are. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. Eon says, "I don't like clown behavior. And them, my soul without permission." Okay. The charge is trafficking, sir. The trafficking. They're saying that he was flying girls in, okay, and having freak offs. That's what's going on. Different states, flying people in from different states, flying sex workers in from different states to be at these freak offs, okay? Uh William C says so because he didn't have girls sign papers like the Playboy Mansion. Yeah, yeah. I talked about this the other day, man. What's the difference between Diddy's freak offs and the Playboy Mansion? Do y'all understand that there were girls at the Playboy Mansions that wrote memoirs talking about what went on there? But guess who's a hero? Hugh Hefner. Big Tito says, "Why would a billionaire have 1,000 bottles of baby oil and invent pink? You ain't never heard of pink coke, dog? Pink Peruvian cocaine, dog. That shit been out for a long time." But to answer your question, why would a billionaire have a thousand? Look, that man wanted 1,000. He wanted to be very hydrated and lubricated when he was doing what he was doing, whatever he was doing. And when you a billionaire, a lot of billionaires buy things in bulk. You know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know. I don't care why he had baby oil. Let's see, man. Where we at? Okay, captured by dad said, nope, I'm wrong. All right, well, listen, listen, this is a fair channel. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna look it up when I get off of here. All right, I'm gonna look up the exact charge. But when the federal DA went on to the press conference, he talked about freak offs. He's mentioned freak offs, right? He mentioned assault rifles and freak offs. So listen, they're not gonna put freak offs in. So you gotta break it down for some of these people, man, because it's times like this when you realize, man, a lot of people are a little remedial. They're not gonna put freak offs in the indictment as a charge. Yeah, they're gonna be in the indictment. It is in the indictment, in the language, but they're not. There's no charge called a freak off. Therefore, the charge is going to be something different, which is called what? Sex trafficking. It's called coercion. They saying he coerced these people into partying. This is what they saying. Into doing acts, right, at these parties. William C. said, trying to embarrass Diddy, he didn't. Sugar Plum says, my son was saying about the baby oil. Josh Bruin says, Mo Ali, other than big mouths on YouTube, I don't believe there's evidence that indicates so. Mango Elephant said, there's no charge for baby oil. I agree. The McDonald's McFlurry says, where's the Diddy party at? Dave Crazy said, so is this dude defending Diddy or hating on him? Do y'all hear the language that people talking? He asked, is this dude defending Diddy or hating on him? I'm doing neither, sir. I'm critically thinking. This is what we're doing on this channel right now. We're doing critical thinking. You dig? Freak offs are in the indictment. I clarified myself, my man. Big Tito said, would you go to Puff Flavor Camp, Josh Bruin? Soul Del Gloria says, this guy's defending Diddy. See, you know, y'all, when people say stuff like that, they're like the Democrats. If you criticize Kamala Harris or the Democrats, they'll say you're a Trump. They'll say you're defending Trump. So the same people, if you critically think, if you have your own mind and you think about something, they'll say you're defending Diddy. Y'all gotta wake up, man. You dig? It's a lot of lost people out here. The fella, what's up, big dog? Is that Yo Gotti or your man? They coming for Gotti, dog. You better they coming for him. You better believe it. 28 grams. I'm not reading that comment. Mo Ali says you can't have your own opinion these days. Like everyone's one-sided. You cannot have an opinion these days, especially in cancel culture. In cancel culture, you have to go with the flow. You have to be politically correct, right? Or people will try to cancel you. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. I'm gonna say what I feel, man. We know how these women was getting down, dog. Let's knock it off. Most of them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but we know a lot of these women, they wanted to be famous, rich, and they would have done anything, and they will still do anything to achieve that, right? They will still do that. Captured by Dan said, do you know about the 50 Cent baby mama child support case where her money was coming from Diddy? Do you not know why she is getting paid? Do you not know what that? Okay, so yeah, we're already aware of Daphne Joy being accused. She should be in the indictment for being a sex worker, right? That's what you're saying. You're trying to allude to the fact, but what I'm trying to tell you is, and this is why I don't agree with this case. They're taking simple acts, right? And they try to make it out into some sex trafficking case. All right, when you think of sex trafficking, what do you think of? You think of people being kidnapped, people being sold and bought. Do you think he was selling 50 Cent's baby mother. No, I'm sure there was some arrangements going on. I'm not taking that away. I'm sure there was some arrangements going on where she might broker, he might broker a deal, okay, and say, "Hey, I got somebody for you, man. Come through," or something like that. They're trying to give him life in prison for that. I'm not. I don't agree with that. I can't agree with that. You understand? Yeah. Philomosity said, "It's wild to me that so many people don't understand trying to have a conversation from both sides. People just take a moment to think about everything. Yeah, man, you know, it is what it is." H-Bomb says, "Chapstick." I know I should have put some Vaseline on my lips, homie. I know. K Balon says, "That don't make it right to drug them, though, bro." But okay, so who was drugged? Let's K Balon, I need you to answer that question. What was the name of the person that was drugged? I'm not saying that there wasn't, all right? But I'm asking you, since you just said people were drugged, who was drugged? You dig? Simpson, life in prison for baby oil. Freedom Ain't Free says Puffy needs to be in prison. Great Golded Clip says take off the hat. Why do I need to take off my hat, dog? William C says use your own brain. Absolutely, William C. Yes, it does have. Oh, it captured by Dan. We gonna have to agree to disagree. I might bring you on a show one day, man. Go ahead and subscribe, though. I might bring you on a show one day, and we can hash it out, on the panel or something. The real Derek Jackson says, "Who cares about Diddy? All these people distracted." Eon says Diddy was innocent, I think. Sugar Plum says, "What was the person's name that was drugged? Where's he at? Where you at, bro? We're like, where you at? Come on, we waiting for you. We waiting for that answer." BG Newman says, "Guilty or not, P. Diddy life and career is ruined over this for life." Absolutely. It is over. It's over. Sugar Plum says, "Stop the allegation." And I agree with you, Sugar Plum. Listen, I've been on social media all day watching people just make all kind of stuff up. The truth has been out the window. Like, people are making up all kind of elaborate stories and giving their own imagination and what they think. And come on, man. Mode or Culture said, "Why did they just say life in prison for baby oil?" Captured by Dan says, "You ask questions, then people give answers, then you shut it down like people don't know." Well, if I'm doing that, I apologize, but I don't think I've been doing it. I didn't shut. Okay, listen. If I shut down, no, I'm talking about the facts, dog. I'm not. I'm talking about the facts of the case. Shardashian says, "Where's Leonardo DiCaprio? He's been to all the parties." And That's another one of my points, man. That's another one of my points, man. Why is Diddy alone? He acted alone. He did all this alone for 15, 20 years. Come on, man. Um, uh, Captain by Dan says, "I agree with you. He's not in this alone, but unfortunately, Diddy's been doing dirt for so long. It finally caught up to him. He pisses off the wrong peoples." So then you agree that some of this is embellished. If he pissed off the wrong people, are you saying the powers that be? So then we're on the same page then, because I believe that yes, he might have done some things wrong. He definitely has done some things wrong. Diddy got too big for his britches. Diddy thought that he was bigger than a program, as some would say. I saw a clip of Diddy saying he's the freest ninja alive and he can do whatever he wants. So I believe that Diddy made a lot of mistakes and Diddy did a lot of crimes. If you don't like the word mistakes, I'm gonna say Diddy did a lot of bad things. Okay, just like we all have. Have you all did anything bad? Anybody that you should be locked up for? Yeah. So, uh, but I do believe that there is something greater going on here. You dig? Leo S says Diddy is getting cut loose because he's too loud. Stuart Katz prefer shaved or bush? Shaved, definitely shaved. Every clip says Trump 2024. All right, okay. Yeah, right says Trump all day. Jim says it's karma coming back around. I don't buy into the karma thing because we got to really look at this, man. We know a lot of things have been done in America, and karma has not come back around. So I don't believe it came back around with Diddy, man. I don't believe that. Yeah. The real Derek Jackson says, how is 50 able to troll him? He thinks he's a friend with the same people who put Diddy in this. I like that logic. Everybody gets their Negro wake-up call. But 50 knows. He even spoke on it. As much as 50 trolls Diddy, 50 told us that Diddy messed up when he went against Diageo, which is the liquor brand. Okay? So even 50 Cent is acknowledging that there's something bigger at play than just Puff being a monster. Okay? Yeah, that's a good question though. Boujou Bruh says, ahoy from Australia. Ahoy, man. Stuart Katz. With Bush, you can eat. Okay, y'all getting nasty on here. Shardashian asks, do you think Jay-Z is next? Let me tell you this. That's a great question. I believe if it's not Jay-Z, it's going to be another great black icon. Yes. Another great black icon will be next. I don't know if it's Jay-Z. Jay-Z had Beyonce. So Jay-Z was in the house a lot, dog. Jay-Z definitely cheated, okay? But he wasn't out here running wild being a rock star, hanging from the chandeliers like Puff. See, Jay-Z had a good woman at home. And they say you have a good woman at home, it keeps you out of trouble. So I don't believe Jay-Z, I don't believe they have what they have on Puff on Jay-Z. Sugar Plum says, my son was shot so bad 5 times, he did his own grave. Damian Phillips says, LeBron James or Jay-Z. Dave Crazy says, hopefully Kendrick is next. I want y'all to listen to that comment. Dave Crazy says, hopefully Kendrick is next. This is the type of people you have out here. They want people to go to jail. They don't even care what the hell is going on. They like, I hope Kendrick goes next. Like, come on, cuz. What we doing, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Mode or Culture says, if Trump wins, you will not be able to vote him out. That's a lie, baby girl. That's a lie. Don't listen, sis. Do not listen to them Democrats, dog. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, but the Democrats are selling us out once again, especially the black ones, the D.L. Hughtleys, the Steve Harveys, the Ricky Smileys, the Roland Martins. Do not listen to them. Take it for what it's worth. All right? Take it for what it's worth. They not for us, man. They're doing. Don't listen to them. That's not true. Why didn't Trump make himself the eternal president when he was in the office the first time? If that was true, why didn't he do that the first time? Especially when he knew they was gonna bring him up on charges. Come on, man. Come on. We got. Listen, it's 2024, man. We have to start smartening up. We have to start using our brain and thinking for ourselves. When people say stuff like that, man, like, that's just not true. William C. says, why people keep trying to make Diddy and Jay-Z Codees? I don't know, bro. Like, it's such a reach. That is a major reach. You would think they say Diddy and French Montana. French Montana and Diddy was together way more than Diddy and Jay-Z. Yeah, man. I want to say this about the Democrats, and I wanted to do a video on this. If D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Roland Martin, and the rest of these Democratic raccoons, if they put the same energy into fighting for reparations, fighting for tangibles for foundational black Americans, as they do defending these Democrats, we would we would get somewhere as a people. These people put so much energy into defending Kamala and Joe, and they don't even put that energy into their people. Audrey Durham says, "What about the Kardashians? Will they be Cody's? They not touching them Kardashians." Leah Lou says, "Oh, we raccoons now. Watch your mouth, Leah Lou. I'm talking about the ones that are raccoons. I'm talking about the black Democrats that are selling us out. Okay, that are pushing misinformation. Okay, that are trying to scare and shame black people. That's what I'm talking about." Damian Phillips says, instead of looking up to people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, people should start looking up to people like Candace Owens. That is crazy. That was a wild statement, dog. Mode or culture? Nah, brother, I listened to Trump and he said it out his own mouth. When I am president, there will be no more voting. It will be your last time voting. I heard the same thing. But you got to look it up in its whole context. You know what I just saw the other day? I just saw when Trump said very fine people. I just saw the second half of that clip. I just saw the second. I'm late. As far as that goes, I'm late. I just saw the second half of that clip where Trump said they were very, very fine people on both sides. Then the second clip goes on to say, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and such. For years, I've been thinking that he said both of them are fine people. That just tells you you got to do your own homework. Joey, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. JoJo says, repent and believe and accept and ask for forgiveness. Says he calls African American people blacks. And he was like, I like you blacks. Sugar Plum says, we didn't get our reparations yet. Obama was in office. Yeah, Obama, he dropped the ball. He wasn't really for us. See, they're not really putting real foundational black Americans in office. It's always like someone with an immigrant background. No offense, but that's just the truth. I'm talking about a foundational black American where their parents are from here and their roots go back to slavery. They won't put that type of Negro in office, okay? Because we're different. We're different. Farrell Cypher says, watch it. Okay, all right. Oh, Dante emotioning. I appreciate you, Holmes. 6 Block Scarface, what it do, Holmes? Tremaine Calhoun says, say it again. William C says, can be too black. Giannis Backus, okay. All right. Listen, man, look, so Audrey Durham says, every person has slaves from their family. I'm white Irish. Well, let me tell you, that's so tired and old, and it's telling a half truth. See, the Irish, let's have a little lesson real quick before I get off of here. Y'all ready? The Irish people, okay, they saw what was going on in America, right? They saw that America had slaves, us, no other slaves but us at the time, and they came over here and they wanted a piece. They wanted some of that money. They wanted some of that free labor. And when they got here, there was indentured service. They didn't suffer slavery like black people did. It was more of an indentured servant type of service, okay? And after a while, they were granted, they were able to receive the same privileges as other Caucasian folks. And then after a while, they even received land. They even received money, land, and cows, and things of that nature through the Homestead Act. So you already got your money, man. You got your money. Yes, you did. All right. Dante emotionally. Shout out to you, homie. Sugar Plum says, I was down with Bernie Sanders. He told us black people that we was going to vet our reparations when I was in college. Yeah, they pulled the wool over our eyes, man. Bobby says, how did you feel about what he was calling the lieutenant governor? Who was calling who? Yes, the Homestead Act. Go look it up. Go look it up. Shardashian says they were addicts and poor. I am Irish. No land, no cows. No, they would go look up the Homestead Act. Don't ask me. Go look up the Homestead Act. All right. And after the Homestead Act and all that took place, we can all agree that they were brought into, they were accepted as Caucasians. They were accepted as white people. Okay, so that's why a lot of the police are Irish, right? So let's not act like there's been a history of oppression with these groups. There's only one group that's been oppressed majorly for the longest time. That's the foundational Black Americans. That's us. You did, yeah. Audrey says I had to buy one when I bought my house. Okay. Pharaoh Cypher says they should do reparations for bringing drugs into the hood. I agree. I agree. The American government should pay reparations and punitive damages for bringing crack cocaine into these neighborhoods. I totally agree with you. Mr. A says, what is the difference between a boomerang and a black father? The boomerang comes back. Okay. All righty. Hey, listen, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go get my kids from school, man. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. Do me a favor before you go. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We will come back with more entertaining conversations and topics for everybody to chime in on. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all have a great day. Go get you some money. Go exercise or something. But I'm out of here. Boom.